Thank you. Now for your starting lineups for tonight's game. On offense for the Spartans of Imlay City. Starting on the offense.
Good evening and welcome to Richmond BWAC Blue Water Area Conference matchup tonight between the Spartans of Imlay City and the Blue Devils. Blue Devils coming off a couple tough losses. Ran into a tougher part of their schedule and losing to North Branch and Almont back-to-back the past 2 weekends. The Blue Devils looking for their 5th win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Blue Devils ran into Almont, one of the best teams I've seen around in a while. Just tough, hard-nosed, well-disciplined kids.
They're not bad.
Playing some good football. Blue Devils looking for their 5th win tonight. They do have 3 losses and got to win tonight to keep it going. Imlay City is over. Struggling.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns all year. That's all they've scored.
Yep, 4 touchdowns all year. I'm Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin. Jason Robbins bringing you Richmond Varsity football on their 2018 homecoming.
I don't want to make any excuses, but it would have been nice to see our kids at full strength. We were kind of banged up, and it's always best to see your best versus their best on the field. And, boy, Almont took it to us, too.
Yes, they did.
They didn't make any mistakes.
And you're right. The Blue Devils are banged up.
Chip punt. They better jump on it.
Number 2, Drew Davis.
They let it go. I can't believe it. No one.
Number 4 recovers for the Blue Devils. Jackson Allen.
They got to talk, that whole thing, and that's the key there. Somebody's got to be screaming. You don't let the ball bounce like that and it's past you.
No, you don't.
Somebody's got to get on it.
Or you run up and fair catch it if you're nervous.
Exactly.
Jackson Allen doing an excellent job getting down the field there. So the Blue Devils get first possession here.
Offset fullback left, and they're strong our side.
On the Imlay 30.
Looks like they're going to be, they're missing a nose guard. That's what it was. They're a 5-3.
Off tackle. Montanari.
Oh, that was easy.
Yes, gains 11, 12 yards. Wasn't touched until he got 7 or 8. He's one of the ones that has been out a little bit, nursing an ankle injury. Good to see him back. The Blue Devils make the playoffs. You might see that Almont team again. It all depends where they send everybody.
Yes, it might be a division lower.
Ball in motion to the left, same play, opposite side. Montanari almost tripped up. He's fast, untouched to the end zone.
Yeah, I tell you, Connor had a really easy kid to block there at the end, and when the backer came across, Andrew Ball just laid that kid out, and that made it easy.
Andrew Ball, senior, has had a great career for the Blue Devils. Came up when he was an underclassman, and it was neat to see him talk today to the middle school students doing the pep assembly. The seniors got introduced, and today during their last festivities as seniors.
I tell you what, he really bring it. Versus Almont. He was sticking his pads in there and hitting the kids right at the line of scrimmage. Nice fills. They hurt us basically off tackle on the outside. But Andrew Ball had a great game on the plays he was in on offense as well. But he had a great game at linebacker last week. Great block on that touchdown play. 2 plays and they're in.
Josh Barton's kick was up and good. Blue Devils 7. Imlay City 0 with 11:34 to go in the first. So just like that, 3 plays, actually 2 plays, besides the kickoff, counting that as a play, 3 plays. Blue Devils are on the board early. Again, wanting to keep that playoff.
Now you would think they would move their short receivers up a little bit, and looks like they got them camped up at the 25. I'm bringing my kid up to the 40, and the other kid's up another 5 yards if it's me. And they're in a 5-2-3-1 alignment for kickoff. That leaves a lot of grass to the left and right. I don't believe I'd play it that way, but that's the way they're selecting to return this kickoff. And again, it might be one of those lofting kickoffs.
Yeah, why not? Try it again.
Sure.
Drew Davis to kick off here. Imlay City in that strange formation you're talking about without anybody coming up. And they do it again.
Somebody got to catch it, son. All right.
Okay, caught it at the 40-yard line. Blue Devils were there. Andrew Ball helping 21 up. Super sportsmanship there. Andrew's great kid. Kobe Neighbors running up to get that, a junior. So we'll see what Imlay City does on their first possession here. They come up.
They're going to be in an unbalanced formation. Or maybe they just don't have a tight end. I don't know. But
yeah, it's T formation behind the quarterback here. That's a big line. I don't know how much push they've gotten all year, but
oh boy,
nice play there. Gain of about 6, bring up 2nd and 4. Well, if you're Imlay City and it's raining out, you want to spoil the Blue Devil homecoming. The rain is kind of spoiling a little bit here from making it perfect, but you want to spoil it as far as a victory as well. Sure, they'd like to shorten the game. Didn't start off that way, though, not receiving that first kickoff.
T-backs. He ran the fullback trap, and he was stuffed. Bounced it a little bit, but yeah, that was a good effort there by 64.
Gramzo, 24, Gramzo and Davis.
Yeah,
Luke
Davis. You don't want to penetrate that much, though, not when they're running that mid-trap.
Yeah, I think that's what happened on the earlier play. They over-pursued. And the back was a little more patient. This time he wasn't as patient. He bounced that outside.
You got to spill that trap. That's the key to stopping that. And they're in a regular back set.
Yep.
Oh, that's a strong back set.
Twins far side. Man, they let those offensive linemen move a lot more today than they used to. Pass is picked off by number 3.
Logan Boyd.
He might go all the way.
Nice cut. He's going to cut the length of the field. Can't get him down.
Logan Boyd with the interception. Returns it all the way to about the 30-yard line. Number 5's pass. Riley Bettram, a junior.
If he had just run towards us, towards the sideline here, he turned up, he was gone. And it's Richmond's ball now. Ball's about the 29, right at the 30-yard line. Okay, here we go. Twins left. Tight end's right.
Rain's starting to come down a little harder here. Definitely not what you wanted if you were the Spartans of Imlay City. Blue Devils on the Spartan 30.
Nice job. Their D tackle stayed square. Made the play there. Number 63 for them.
Brandon Shorman running the quarterback duties for the Blue Devils.
I tell you, there not a whole lot of seniors came out for football this year for Imlay City, but they got a bunch of young kids out there getting some playing time experience, and you know, they'll be back.
So if you're the Spartans, we'll talk about it after this play. So we got Twins far side. We got an offset eye behind Shorman. Brandon. Here comes the flag. That's in the direction of holding.
Yes,
another flag came from the far side, but that's I'm going to throw a flag to help my partner, so it's not he's not by himself.
Just a support flag there.
Yep, absolutely. But you know, you're Imlay City. Back in the day, and I know you've had some good battles with them. But back in the day, you know, they were in the dome. That was way
93.
Yep, 93, and they've had some good teams after that, all the way through the 90s, and up through to about 2000, 2003. Had some great teams, and they have just not been able to put anything together there. You and I have talked about all the time. People are programs. You got to get the right people in place. You got to support them through the tough times and
Continuity, like we said.
Yep.
They've had several head coaches since those years of greatness, and again, we've talked about it. You got to get good coaches in place, and they want to keep them around. You want to treat them good.
Second 19, toss sweep near side. Ball's on the ground. Not sure it's still moving around there. That's going to be a flag on 70s.
Oh boy, a little extracurricular after the whistle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be against the Blue Devils. Got to settle down in
Not
there.
necessary.
So after a nice gain of probably 10, 11 yards, we're going to get a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty here. Unless it's offsetting on both teams.
I couldn't tell where it was at. I was looking at the point of attack.
But with the Spartans, like you said, there's not a lot of seniors on that team. So to turn this the team around and the program around, it's going to have to start in November.
Sure.
It's going to have to start in the weight room.
Boy,
It is against the Blue Devils.
Unsportsmanlike. Mama used to say, "I'll wash your mouth out with soap." I think that's what might have happened there, because I didn't see any extracurricular going on under the pile or anywhere. So maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, be curious to see if Coach has a little talking to the player there. I'm not sure who was on, but
yeah, Mr. Bartels, they're in a 4-3. I said earlier the nose guard hadn't reported to the field yet, but they've been lining up in an even front since the first play. So that's what we're looking at here.
Yep.
And the backers are real deep.
I was going to say,
downs, yes. That was almost picked off. It was a nice play by their corner.
Yep,
Step
Shorman
in front of it. Mm-hmm.
Yep, Shorman tried to throw that back shoulder pass, and it floated a little bit too inside. That'll bring up 4th and 23 for the Blue Devils. Imlay City holding here, aided by a couple penalties. Holding call and then an unsportsmanlike, which is a 15-yard mark off. That's tougher to overcome.
Yeah, this is 4th and forever, so you're probably going to see a pistol or short punt formation, and he's just going to pooch it. And that's probably the smart move. Just punt the ball short down inside the 10-yard line. There it goes.
Yep, in this weather.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Takes a Blue Devil roll, stays
Wonderful.
in bounds, down about the 9-yard line. That's exactly how you drew it up, Coach Ham. I'm Keith Bartels, joined with partner Coach Hamlin, producer Jason Robbins, on camera tonight, Aaron Yarnboon and Katie Holk. Check us out on YouTube, Richmond TV, for all of Richmond's local events, city council meetings, school board meetings, local city events, produced by Jason Robbins and his crew. Does an excellent job. So Imlay City comes out in their more traditional wing tee look here with a
double tight tee. Yeah, this kid out here, he's ineligible. They can split him if they choose to.
Okay, he's on the line.
He cannot catch the football. He's the wrong number.
Inside trap to the right side.
And also, if that's a pass play, he's an eligible receiver running downfield. That's a penalty right now. And he looked over the referee, pointing towards his jersey.
Right.
Like, hey, I know, I'm just a tackle. But yeah, that's probably supposed to be a quick screen, and he's the blocker for it or something. He cannot be a tight end. This is not the NFL. You don't report in as a receiver.
Gain of 3, bring up 2nd and 7 from the 13, 7 and 47 to go. Imlay City wanting to get at least a couple first downs here to flip this field position. Same formation, other side. Taking their time, inside handoff, sniffed out well. bunch of Blue Devils. I can't see who initially had the first hit. 78.
Yeah, Davis on the bottom.
Or Luke Davis, 64.
Yeah, he had a double leg takedown there, and the rest of the guys filling in.
So it's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 15. Imlay City in no hurry. Like we said, they want to shorten this game, keep it close, run that clock.
Okay, they got twins right. This is going to be a screen pass to the running back over here to the left. I saw him doing it in pregame, and that's probably what I would run down here, unless he's going to roll out. It was a quick slant.
Oh, nice hit. Good for the first down. Able to hang on to that pass. Number 14, Matt Bartolomucci. Riley Bertram with the pass. Put it in the perfect spot, but his...
Give the receiver credit for hanging on.
Absolutely.
He just got stuck. He got hit hard.
Big pickup for the Spartans to not only run more clock, but to try to flip this field position. Same formation, twins to the far side. Ball's on the ground. Blue Devil ball. That's the last thing the Spartans wanted. The Blue Devils will take it during this 2018 homecoming game. They're already up 7-0, and now they are in the red zone at about the 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, we brought a double linebacker blitz up the middle there, and the center was trying to call out the blocking assignment, make sure the guys knew who to block for that, and they just didn't get it right. So Richmond's ball.
We have Shorman, Drew Davis coming near side, Shorman far side. Brandon Shorman with Montanari behind him, off tackle. This is the first play of the game. You're not going to arm tackle Noah.
Not going to work.
Montanari. He is strong. He is fast. Good to see him running well tonight. That ankle's a lot better. Good blocking. But again, you're not going to arm tackle him.
No, I'm going to put the hay in the barn every time.
Yep.
13-0 Richmond.
So the Blue Devils, not wasting any time. Boyd to hold the extra point. Barton to try. Good hands there.
Yeah, good hands.
It gets over. Nice play there by Logan Boyd. Ball slippery, coming out kind of crazy there from the center, and he was able to snatch that and put it down so that Barton could get just enough of it to get it over the goalpost.
Yeah, good night. I hear him, the PA announcer. Good night for a hot chocolate and other warm goodies down in the concession stand.
Yes, it's
hot coffee.
It is raining, and the temperature's dropping.
It's going to be like this all day, isn't it?
Yeah,
all evening.
It's going to be cold. Blue Devils doing what they wanted to and needed to do, jump out early here, not let Imlay City stick around and start believing. Blue Devils up 14-0. If the Blue Devils win this game, it'll put them at 5-3 with 1 to go. Ovid Elsie comes into town next weekend, and Ovid Elsie's had a decent year this year.
Yeah, they are. They're coming in with 2 losses to 2 quality teams. So after tonight, they'll probably be 6-2, and they're going to be tough.
Ovid Elsie beat the Blue Devils last year by 9, 3 straight field goals by a kicker who's already signed with Michigan State. Drew Davis's kick picked up. Ball's on the ground again. I think the Blue Devils have it after a nice stick.
That's what a wet football will do.
I think that was Andrew Ball. Came in there and lowered the boom with his shoulder. Kid was running, and that's also why you teach your running backs and your backs and receivers when they catch the ball that you don't run upright. He was running too upright and exposing that ball, and perfect form tackle there by Ball to jar that loose. Twins far side. We're going to have offset eye behind Brandon Shorman.
Dead ball.
Substitution.
Yes.
5-yard penalty. First and 5. It's probably, is that an equipment violation?
No, usually they touch the helmet for that. I believe that's the hand signal. So you got it right. Twins big field, fullback big field.
I'd be surprised to see. I wouldn't be surprised to see Shorman 3-step drop, throw it up to his brother here.
Well, there's no safety in the middle.
Inside handoff to
Fullback
Andrew
grab.
Ball,
He's
untouched in the end zone. Another one you can't arm tackle.
Oh, you better know it.
He's a big, strong kid. Makes it 20-0 and 5:58 to go. Last thing Imlay City wanted. Imlay City coming into this game only scoring 4 touchdowns all year, losing their opener 60-6.
So a good team, again, quality teams.
Oh no, that's
The
Ovid Elsie.
Portland game,
Sorry.
Ovid Elsie, and then of course New Lothrop. You know, they've been state champs before in football and multiple times in wrestling.
Oh, New Lothrop, they're tough, hard-nosed kids up there.
You're not kidding, they are.
Boyd to hold. Barton. Kick is down, up, and it is good, making it Blue Devils 21, Imlay City nothing. But yeah, you're looking at this record here, Ovid Elsie, and you're looking at Montrose in Otisville, Lakeville, and Chesney, New Lothrop, and Mount Morris, Durand, Byron. You know, those are all good opponents.
They're all good football teams and good wrestling area right up in that.
Yes. And again, they lost. Blue Devils lost to them last year by 9, 3 straight field goals by that kid who I can't think of his name right now, but he's been recruited by and signed a scholarship with Michigan State Spartans to kick.
I guess we'll find out who he is next week, huh?
Yes. They said last year, I was talking to Chris Reinhardt, athletic director, was watching him last year, and he was kicking 50-yarders while they were warming up.
Wow.
That's a pretty good boot.
Yeah, it is. Not bad. See, now this is more like where they should be on their return unit.
Yep, one in the middle and then 2 on the outside.
Sure. And the Barton boy, you know, he can put it down there inside the 5-yard line. He's got a great leg.
I think they're saving him for extra points and field goals. That's why Drew Davis has been kicking, because Barton is having a little bit of problem with his hip, little injury.
Right.
Drew Davis has it teed up.
It's a beautiful kick
High
there.
end over end, nice kick. Hits the Spartan at about the 20.
He lost it. I think we have it.
It's on the ground again.
He did recover his own fumble.
He got right back on it. 5:53 to go. Imlay City finally gets a bounce go their way. Nice kick there by Drew Davis. I didn't know he had quite a leg on him like that, but nice kick. See what Imlay City comes out and does. They put the ball on the ground twice, 2 turnovers on fumbles, and in the opening kickoff, Blue Devils recovered after an Imlay City Spartan failed to get on it.
Here we go again. T-backs.
T-backs.
Our backers are up tight.
Yep, flanker right. Penetration. Nice job there by 79 and 7.
Connor
Gracchiolo. Came from the far, oh no, he was near side here. 5:20 to go. Feels like a long quarter, Coach.
Right.
I mean,
see,
we're up
now why are we split? Now, why would they split that kid out there? He cannot catch the football. He's the wrong number. So why put him out there? He doesn't even know how to get in a stance.
No, inside handoff, shifty run in there.
Woo.
Gain of about 5 yards. Bring up 3rd and 1. Number 6.
Yeah, they got some little backs. You can't see them when they hit the line of scrimmage. And they get lost in there.
Yeah, Christian Rojas. Wednesday night, I'm not sure if it was brother, but there was a Rojas that he was number 8. Blue Devils 8th grade team won 46-21, but there was a Rojas. He was number 8 for the Spartans, and he was all over the field. He was the running back. Yeah, he was the lightning running back and linebacker, and he was making some great plays for the Spartans. Same formation, T, flanker split near side. Bertman gives him inside. He's got a first down for the Spartans.
They run the fullback belly. In the years, that was a G. They'd pull in the guard and he'd kick out and everybody's blocking down and away they go. And that's not a bad play to run here against us.
Nope, Rojas gains 3 on the play. Be 1st and 10 from the 25.
Yeah, you got to give the Spartans credit. They're not giving up.
Nope, 25, 27-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have double tight T formation.
You're going to see a lot of that tonight.
Handoff. You can hear the pads popping up here.
Sure can.
Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9 from the 28. The Imlay City Spartans are looking down on the sidelines here. I see Coach Day, and that's Brandon Day's alma mater. It's a little bittersweet, Been here for several years, coaching the Blue Devils.
Well, he's got mixed feelings about the program. He's still a Spartan. But I'm sure he wants our guys to win tonight, come on top.
But he wants them to, obviously
so
probably become more competitive.
Sure.
Twins far side, offset backs behind Bertram.
Nice trap up the middle.
Rojas.
Somebody's not reading their keys tonight.
Taken down by 14, Barlamucci.
Just straight fullback dive. I didn't see anybody pull on it. Maybe I'm not seeing things as like I used to when I was a young man.
Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, bringing you Richmond Varsity Football 2018 homecoming. Jason Robbins producing. Aaron Yarnboone and Katie Holk doing the tough duty tonight on the roof, in the rain, in the elements. Excellent job by them.
Miss Katie's daddy was a star football player for us back in '93, '94. She might recall.
Yes. Nice looking pass. Same pass they had earlier.
Right.
A little dropsies there, number 2. It was a good pass by Bertram. Number 2, Lonnie Wolford. Probably started peeking a little bit because the last time he got lit up on that play. And it was a great catch by him, but he got hit hard, and this time he knew the hit was coming again. And
yeah, Jason Hulk, he was one of the guys that got this program turned around in '94. We haven't looked back since, and they had been losers for a very long time and mentioned in USA Today.
Yeah, one of the longest losing streaks.
And then I tell you, those kids were so hungry. They'd do anything, and they were a great group to work with, I tell you. And I was a defensive coordinator at that time for Coach Noose, and the boys got it done.
I saw a flash. I think it was somebody's camera. Hoping it was someone's camera.
Well, I believe we had movement. And,
yeah, the left guard pulled too early.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 15 after that walk-off. No gain on 1st. Last thing Imlay City can do is shoot themselves in the foot because up until this time they haven't really moved the ball much. If anything, two fumbles.
They got to possess the football. They can't give it away like they've been doing. They're starting to get that wing T clicking, though. They're making plays. They're gaining yardage. And now they're open. They're coming twins our way. With a strong back set, this usually means rollout. And we're not going to do much towards the tight end.
Bertram under center. Twins near side.
We're showing blitz.
And they are coming.
Yeah, see, they're going second back there. They'd be better off running the fullback gut.
23 for the Spartans. Kyle Cullen, loss of probably 3, bring up 3rd and 18 from the 36. Spartans going the wrong way here.
Right. Now you're going to see that screen pass. I saw it during, I'm telling you, this is the one. They're going to go screen, they're going to go action to the right, screen left. And that's the play you're going to see here. What do you bet me? A bag of popcorn?
Bag of popcorn. That is good popcorn down there.
We got open T-backs. They're in an unbalanced look there with an extra blocker to the right. And sure enough, there's the screen. Like I told you, they got it set up nice. But we played it real well, defended nicely by
Peters
Wesley.
and Wesley Peters and Jackson Allen playing that well. Got LeDuc and Drew Davis going back for the Blue Devils to receive this kick. Number 2, Lonnie Wolford.
Well,
and he's got a, what is that, 15 yards?
Right, they're in an open formation for the punt.
Yeah, he's
and
back.
This is their split end.
If that snap goes back that far to him right there, and he does it, that's a long. Isn't that
needs to be 14-yard. It was a knuckleball. He gets it off.
Nice punt. Oh, you're going to talk to 23 there. Why are you touching that ball? That ball could,
I don't know.
That ball could have rolled another 5.
Yeah, positive roll to get. Don't touch it. Let
5,
it roll.
And you don't touch it because that takes a funny bounce, and there's a Blue Devil right there.
Sure.
And that goes off them. It's their ball. Just ask all the Packer fans. Did you watch that game when the ball? I know you're.
I didn't see any of it. We got the new cable guy coming out or something here in the future.
Shorman waiting for his guys to set up. He's got flanker left and right, offset eye behind him to the right. Toss sweep. To
It's coming back.
Number 12, flag on the play. Gets popped there.
One thing as a coach you hate to see and you scream about it. If you're the backside lineman, how are you doing that? Getting a penalty. It's not even your side.
Yeah, it's.
Why are you holding, clipping, whatever, illegal block?
Yeah, the play's already away from you.
Yes.
Yeah, so your block's not crucial to spring them or anything, and
it's holding 10-yard variety. That was not a front side lineman. It looked clean to me.
I think that was Hunter Seguin. No, that was. Can't read these numbers.
Yeah, we're offset again. A fullback motion. Supposed to run a stretch there, and this kid played it really well. Came off his block, number 4, the running back we talked about earlier. That's a freshman. I'm telling you, this is a young group here, and they're playing right now for the love of the game and for Spartan pride.
Number 12. As soon as we get his name, we'll tell you. But that's who they have in there at the halfback for the Blue Devils. He's not on our roster. Yeah, love of the game, and you're not going to win the league or anything like that. But you're young. Every game, every snap, every quarter, you're building for next year. If you're the Spartans, Blue Devils, you're trying to survive for playoffs. That show by Shorman, you saw that he didn't set his feet.
No,
he didn't set his feet, and he threw across his body, and the ball floated on him or sailed on him away from what he was trying. That's the end of the first quarter. Blue Devils 21, Imlay City Spartans 0 on a rainy, cold 2018 homecoming Blue Water Area Conference matchup of the Spartans of Imlay City. Blue Devils out of the Blue Water Area Conference race title-wise after 2 pretty tough losses. Got punched in the mouth a little bit the last 2 weeks against North Branch and Elmont, where we're shorthanded. Of quite a few injuries and stuff, and I don't want to make excuses saying that's why they lost, because you got to play the game, next man up. But that North Branch team and Elmont team are good teams. And right now you're fighting. You're up 21-0. You want to be 5-3 after this game, and then you want to be playing for something on Friday night. Ovid Elsie might be playing to go 7-2, hoping to host maybe the first round. So they're going to bring their best game, and the Blue Devils, will have to play to get in. Although after this play, we'll talk about 8-man football's impact on playoffs here in a second.
Well, here we go. They're getting the chains set in the right spot. We're looking at 2nd and 20. And Richmond's in a pro set, offset left.
Well, there's a pause here. The playoffs this year, so many more teams went to 8-man football.
Right.
It doubled. So since the number of 8-man teams doubled, that means your number of 5 and 4 teams qualifying for the playoffs might double.
There'll be a significant number more this year in the playoffs. So here's where the team points matter.
Little hitch and go. Shorman, beautiful pass.
Right on.
Yeah, right through his arms.
Fingers, yeah.
They'll be talking about that tomorrow night at the dinner, probably breakfast. Zach and Brandon talking about that one sneaking through the hands. 3rd in forever. If you're Imlay City, a coachable moment for that corner is it's
right. He's pretty ticked off at himself now, but I tell you, I don't want to catch it.
No, that's cool.
It's
but
like a cement block.
3rd and 20, though, you're a corner. Why are you biting on the 5-yard out?
Makes no sense.
Well,
the kid will learn.
Yep, that's why you got to teach him the game. Nice snap, punt by Jacob Ball.
Yes, you got to get on it as soon as it moves backwards.
Down by Jackson Allen.
Kick.
So the Blue Devils will take over once again at the – oh, no, the Blue Devils punted, sorry. Imlay City will take over. Best field position of the night. Punch one in here, and they start believing a little bit. So you're the Blue Devil defense. You want to stuff them and get the ball back.
Sure is. Guys, look, we're gaining yards. We're moving the football. Let's just be consistent about it. Finish your blocks. We can move the ball on these guys.
That inside trap been their best play all night. Rojas gain about 3.
Yeah, but if it's me, I'm not running that series because don't tell me you're going to pull it and pitch it. You're not going to run the option. No. Run your base offense. Don't waste the running back and a second running back, including the quarterback. In my opinion, I don't run that offense here.
Got 2nd and 7 from the 44. Now, it's interesting, the line judge there that's standing over the ball was kind of yelling at an Imlay City player. I don't know, he was kind of warning him about something.
The umpire, right.
Yeah. Bertram under center. Drops back, 5-step drop, throws it. Not a bad pass.
Guy. Mm-hmm.
Defended by 10. Should have been caught. Hunter Seguin turned around right at the right time. I still think it should have been caught. Lonnie Wolford, who's just walking back. Coach will get on him that too. He's got to hustle back.
Well, if you lack the arm strength, you can't put the ball out that far. Then it ought to be a 3-step drop. You're trying to go 5-step,
go quicker,
and throw the streak. You're better off fading. You got all that grass over to the left. Richmond's in a 3-deep look, which doesn't need to be because most of the time the tight end's ineligible. You just need a contained guy.
Right.
You can't go out for a pass. I hope our guys realize that.
Double tight T formation.
And they're throwing out of it. No, I thought they were going to run a waggle.
No gain on the play. Will bring up 4th.
Oh, I just don't see it.
And 7. Yeah, that.
I don't mean to be critical, but I'm just seeing a different game, and versus the Richmond defense that they're seeing. I don't quite understand what he's trying to do here. That was supposed to be a sweep left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, 4th and 9. You got to punt the ball. You can't give the ball back here.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you definitely got to punt. You flip the field position, you're not out of this game. You got an uphill battle, but you're not out of it. They're going for it.
This is the first time we've seen the true wing T formation.
Yep.
And this could
Bertram.
be toss, quick kick.
Bertram.
And that's the series. Again, I shouldn't be critical here, but I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm punting there. You're down 21-0. Blue Devils' last couple drives went backwards. You don't want to give them half a field to work with to make it 28-0. You know, so it's hard in football to go 80 yards without any penalties.
Exactly.
And especially when your offense isn't built to gain 8, 9, 10 yards. I mean, they've been getting 4 or 5 here or there, but
if you're Richmond, that's fine.
Twins
we're looking at scoring a couple more times and having a running clock.
Yep, Twins near side.
Nice tailback bounce play there. Good eyes by your tailback, Noah Montanari.
Yep, taken down by guess who? Number 6, Rojas. He's had a good game for the Spartans. He did a key thing there, though, against Montanari. He didn't try to tackle him high. Got him down in the legs. You're going to lose that battle. You try to go high.
I want ankle biters on defense.
Yeah. I coached with Dick Baker for years.
Yeah.
And a great wrestling coach, Port Huron Northern, and his tackles, he liked those 152-pound, 160-pound wrestlers for him. Quicker than.
I was just about to say that would be a touchdown there. They're misaligned defensively. That was an unbalanced overlook to Twins, and the Spartan defense did not reset.
No. Montanari gained about 9. It'll be 2nd and 1, but back to Dick Baker, Coach Baker. Luke Davis's dad wrestled for Dick Baker up in Port Huron Northern.
Right.
And Dick Baker, he loved those 160-pound, tough, nailed kids playing defensive tackle. Just give those big offensive linemen fits.
Right. Same heavy formation again, and that's the result, first down.
Yep, gain of about 14, 15 yards. Noah Montanari coming out to take a break here. He's coming back after, that injury, and it's good to see him running, but you don't want him getting tired because you got a big game next week to win and possibly a playoff. If you win that one, you're not out if you're 5-4. Got to get healthy. Shorman up under
Tight end
center.
over.
Toss sweep.
Nice cut. I think that was Leduc.
It was Leduc.
Mm-hmm.
Taken down by 4, Lance Wolford, a freshman. Nice play there by number 4, the freshman.
And that's just it. I talked to Coach Coker, and he says, we're not looking past Imlay City, but let's be realistic. We got to get healthy this week. Let's win the game and get ready for next week.
I didn't realize this, Coach. I'm looking at the roster here. Christian Rojas, number 6, is just a freshman.
I told you, they got a bunch of them on their roster.
Twins near side, offset eye. Shorman 3-step goes to a 5-step. He had.
Yeah, well, they were coming with 2 backers up the middle. And most of the game they haven't had a free safety.
Nope.
So that could have been an easy 6 with just a little bit better timing.
Yep.
That's a touchdown.
So that bring up 3rd and 10 for the Blue Devils. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 freshmen. Do they have a JV?
They did not have a JV team this year. No freshmen, no JV team. And so we had to go on the road to find a game.
Shorman rolling right. Flag on the play. Ooh, Shorman got hit hard there.
Again. Backside holding. Backside holding.
Number.
I'm gonna start screaming. Oh well.
Looks like 56, Brandon Schaefer on the hit. That was a big hit.
Yeah.
Shorman cut back against the grain and didn't see him coming. He was pursuing. But yeah, this is going to be.
Or hands to the face. You get that sometimes. It's going against Richmond.
I think you're right though. Backside holding. You know, you're rolling right.
He hasn't signaled it yet.
Way away from the play. No need for the backside to hold, even if you get beat by the
Here comes the signal.
rush
right now.
end. Put his hand like this.
Yeah.
What is that?
You got me.
I'm not sure what that signal was. Oh, now he just did it, holding. He just gave us.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't clear why he's doing that.
I wasn't sure
Okay,
either.
here we go. Offset to the twin side. This would be a pass play.
Shorman back. Gramzo doing a nice job. Could have been picked. Wolford, number 2, goes through his hands. Shorman avoided a big hit there. He got hit a little bit, but a big hit he avoided. Blue Devils 4th and 21.
This would be a spread formation. He's throwing the ball. He's going into the end zone.
Rojas looks like he was going back, but the
This would be a fade route probably to one of the wideouts. And
yeah, he hasn't looked.
he's under center, though. I thought he'd be in spread.
Timeout Imlay City with 7:55 to go. Probably upstairs or didn't see a formation they weren't used to. Logan Boyd is in there. He was the split near side. Not sure how much he's played
He can catch the ball.
this year as a split.
Been mainly a starting corner for the Devils.
So he's had Boyd as the near flanker. The far side on the top was Drew Davis.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a fade route to one of the two boys, I guarantee you.
I'm not sure where Zach Shorman was on that play. I didn't see where he set up. And he was under center, which one you wonder if it was going to be a toss pass. You know, some kind of a flea flicker, halfback pass, or pass behind the line of scrimmage to Boyd. He can throw the ball.
Well, that was a gorgeous halfback pass that they pulled out of the other game. We might have a injured hand, finger, something dislocate here with our guys here on the sideline. I tell you that double pass that North Branch pulled on us, man, we were fooled, and that put them up 21 points. That was a great call and very well executed play, just like the new coach would do when he was at Almont.
So I see where Zach Shorman is. Zach Shorman is.
Yeah, this would be a pass play. Here it comes. Pressure from the outside, and that's going to cause a sack.
And that was 4th down. Turnover on downs. They're 63, 22, and 55 all in on that play. Hunter Mullins leading the attack there for the Spartans. So the Spartans hold. Since it was 21-0, Blue Devils not able to move the ball. It was 21-0 within like the first 5 minutes of the game. Neither team able to do much. Conditions are getting worse. It's been raining the whole time.
It's a mess.
It's getting colder.
Wing left with double tights.
Yep, your traditional wing tee offense here. Your little Delaware wing tee.
Yes, it's going to be the counter, though. The wing back is positioned like he's going to come back for it. Straight halfback dive.
Straight halfback dive, good for 8 yards. Bring up 2nd and 2, 23. Kyle Mullins, or Cullen, nice play.
Yeah, we
Imlay
have two
City's-
linebackers right there. I'd be stepping up and filling.
Yep.
C gap.
Imlay City's been able to do a little, not a ton, but a little bit, and, but they haven't been able to sustain anything all night. See what they have here. Keith Bartels, Coach Ham, Jason Robbins bringing you Richmond Varsity Football 2018 homecoming. Jason Robbins, our producer. And the hard work being done tonight by Aaron Yarnboon and Katie Holt in the elements. T formation behind Bertram. That inside handoff
Same play
again.
That's too easy. Come on, guys. You got to step up.
Taken out of bounds by Boyd and LeDuc. 23, Kyle Cullen, good for the first down. With the conditions, if the Spartans can get on the board here and believe a little bit, you know, you're watching the kids come off the sidelines, both sidelines, the mannerisms, it's cold and it's yucky out there.
Yeah, keep the ball on the ground, run the clock out. When you're trying to build a program, you're not trying to save time. You're trying to run the clock out and get ready for next year.
Yep, next reps, different situations.
Now, I doubt you're going to see this wide 9 technique again. I'd take my defensive end, put him in a 5-7 technique, and stop the straight halfback dive. Here it comes again. See? Bam. Hey, you run the play that works.
Yep, Andrew Ball on the tackle, gain of 7, bring up 2nd and 3. They're trying to rotate a ball in every other play. You know, it's getting cold and sloshy out there. We're here nice and dry in the press box. It's a little chilly in here, but not out in those elements. But, Coach, I know you feel the same way I do, and, you know, do anything to go play in those elements again.
Sure. That's a riot. Anytime. It don't matter what the weather's like. It's football.
Blue Devils stacking the box. Bertram inside handoff. That is
Well
stuffed.
played.
Well played. Number,
Stuffed.
trying to see,
Davis, McKernan.
Davis. Luke Davis called his name earlier.
Yeah.
Dad wrestled for Coach Baker. The
Coach, you run
loss
that
be
straight
3rd
halfback
and 5.
You're moving the ball, running just basic plays. Run the halfback dive again.
Yeah, it'll
He's
be
going to be throwing this time to number 2. Their split end is got a big split here.
Wolford.
T-backs.
T
Probably going to be
behind
the quick slant.
Bertram. It's 4 down territory. He got him.
He did make him jump.
Yep, that was Gracciola. In high school football, you just got to be in the neutral zone. You don't get a chance to go back out of it. So it's going to be 3rd and about 1 after they march that off.
Yeah, they might get a first down here.
See, that's what I get for saying it was 3rd and 5.
Right.
It wasn't 3rd and 5. Oh, they gave him the first. I was right.
That when it was that's the longest 5.
So
I've ever
you know what that means? The yard marker was off.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe our angle from up here in the box.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me criticizing the referees.
No.
They're out there working hard too.
So it was 3rd and 5. Now it's 1st and 10 on the 30.
Same formation. We got an open left T-backs.
Bertram inside. That's that same dive play, Coach.
Sure.
To 23.
Why not? You don't even have to block the end.
Kyle Cullen, correct.
Just get upfield, get somebody's way. Why not?
So what would you do to make an adjustment on that, Crash?
Like I said, just take your defensive end, put him in a 5 technique,
Right.
and fire the C gap, and then see how are they going to block that? Are they going to cross block it and still run the same play? I mean, that's what I would do. And you're scraping the backer right off of his butt.
Gain of
in case
6.
it bounces.
Bring it up 2nd and 4. Ball on the 25. 3 and 48 to go. 21-0 Blue Devils. T formation. Split left behind Bertram. 5-step drop. He throws it up. Oh, he had it in his hands
My
again.
gosh.
Trying to see who was on the coverage there.
Yeah, you can just see the inexperience of the Imlay City players, but they're not giving up. They're going.
No,
they're
they're
still
not.
at. There's
Number 10, Hunter Seguin on the coverage.
play, yeah, right.
But you're going to go back and look at what could have been there. Wolford there had it and dropped it.
Hey, you got this is
Third
down
down.
territory, right? They can get this first down here.
Yeah. 3rd and 4. Bertram under center, same formation. Same play. He bounced it outside that time. He should have stayed inside.
They went with the fullback belly, and they're missing one block. They're one blocker short, in my opinion, on that play.
No gain on the play. Bring up 4th and 4, maybe 5. Short loss on that play.
This will be the boot pass. They haven't run it yet.
Instead of running that ball inside, he tried to bounce it. I think if he would have stayed inside, he might have gained 2, which would have made a 4th and 3-ish. Tougher. Your favorite flanker number, 65.
Yeah, they're split end. It's like, son.
Timeout Imlay City.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what the logic is here. What are they trying to do with him?
Yeah, 4th and 5, 65 splitting out.
Maybe
Taking another blocker out there, and you're taking a corner out there with you. But there's no other receiver out there, so it's not a screen. He can't catch the ball.
He can crack back, block. But, like Lou Holtz always said, if you put a guy out there with no arms, they'll put a guy out there to cover him.
Yeah.
And that's the case here.
Right.
You put the corner out here so you don't get outflanked. That's one of the number one rules of defense. Never let yourself get outflanked. And so you got to put a guy out there. You got to have somebody that's 100% contained in case the ball bounces wide. At any rate, I think the other kid was supposed to be the split end in that set, and he was supposed to flop to the left side. And he's got a great big mitten tied over his hand. It's probably a broken thumb or something. The kid's out there playing. See, now they took him out this play.
Yep.
And
Number 2,
this will be a
Wolford's
pass
here.
play. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you're seeing it too, huh?
Yeah. T formation behind Bertram. It's the waggle.
He ran the boot. You sure did. It's picked off.
Picked off by the Blue Devils. They take over. Trying to see who caught that. Was it Andrew Ball? Hunter Seguin.
Yes.
Andrew Ball just ran out there to block for him. Hunter Seguin with the interception. That ball was underthrown. Blue Devils take over on their own 30 with 2:35 to go, which is plenty of time.
Lots of time, yeah.
I would go Montanari right for 15, Montanari left for 20, and then Montanari up the middle for 40, touchdown.
Pound a rock.
Pound the rock. Not to run it out, to score.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
He is in there. This is going to be an illegal. You can't break the huddle with 12, can you?
It'll be taken. They'll be calling a timeout.
You better call
here.
timeout.
Yeah, somebody didn't report when they were supposed to. So, yeah, you have to take a timeout in this one. And is that our first?
Yes.
Richmond's first timeout.
Yeah. Can't break the huddle with 12. It's a substitution violation.
Correct.
The only way you can save the penalty is call timeout. They've changed so many rules of football, where now if you sub, the umpire holds up the play to allow the other team, the defense to sub for defensive substitutions. They never used to do all that back in the day.
It depends on the crew. And,
yeah.
They want to they want to be fair on each side and impartial and give a kid a chance to compete. And that's what a lot of that is, in here, holding the time and getting a fresh ball in there that's dry. And,
right.
Little things like that, they do mean a lot. and you don't want to ruin a kid's night,
Right.
basically, because of a wet football or something like that. Usually they bring a towel out and they cover the towel before the offense breaks their huddle. Little things like that are huge.
Yep. Twins far side, offset eye, inside trap. Andrew Ball
And
up
he's
the
got a
middle.
bunch. Oh, he looked like he was going to lose the football.
Yeah,
there.
again, trying to arm tackle him. Not going to happen. Whew. About 30 yards. Goes to about the 45-yard line of Imlay City. And when you run it like that, the clock stops for a first down.
Sure, no huddle.
You got Zachary Shorman and Drew Davis near side.
Richmond's tight end over. They're running left our way.
They said start the clock, and they're not starting it. Montanari toss sweep this side. Nice block and
Still on his
lowers his
feet.
shoulder. Good play.
Yeah, that's easy to do. You pull the tackle, he's uncovered, and you run that the handoff or the toss with a tom.
I thought the receivers did a nice job blocking there and not holding. And Montanari, impressive on that run is he was patient and he waited for his blocks to get set up, and then he turned the corner and used his legs. Twins far side, offset eye behind
Imlay's in
Shorman.
an unbalance or misalignment again.
Montanari, left side, untouched. I said Montanari right, Montanari left. Montanari up
Ball
the middle.
up the middle,
Three
right?
middles, right?
Yeah.
3 plays. It was 3 plays, except for
about
they
it.
put ball in there.
Sure.
They, I'm going to have to talk to coach.
Not a bad substitution.
No.
or change of running back either.
Ball
Still
took it
run
up
you
the
over.
middle, 25 yards, and he'll put a hurting on you, and good 1-2 punch there with Montanari and Ball.
Well, our kicker has not reported yet, so it appears there he is. Okay.
We said plenty of time. There was 2:35 on the clock. There's 2 minutes on the clock.
Right.
35 seconds, 3 runs.
This is going to be a legal motion on Richmond. We weren't set for a full second, so
He's
they're going to line it up and kick it again.
He's telling Barton to come out. Something's equipment violation or something.
Yeah, you got to have the mouthpiece on the helmet.
Drew Davis coming in, probably going to kick. Not sure what.
Sure. Maybe he's. I'm not sure either. He's looking down at his shoes. Maybe he's wearing his soccer shoes, which you can't wear. They have to be football cleats.
And
I don't know. Maybe he didn't have his mouthpiece in or something.
nice kick there by Drew Davis. It's up and good. Nice hold by Boyd. But there wasn't a flag. They just told him come off.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out here.
So there wasn't a violation. Otherwise, they would have thrown a flag. So it was. I think you might be right though with the cleat issue.
I'm not quite sure what he's got on his feet. What's he doing now?
Because if it is the mouthpiece not being in, it's a flag. They didn't throw a flag. They just said get out. Coach Coker's over there asking for.
They still got the result we wanted. We made the extra point. And
Drew Davis got a nice foot.
Here we go.
Nice boot. 2 minutes to go. First half, long first half. Wet, rainy, and cold. Blue Devils 28, Spartans of Imlay City nothing. Blue Devils will receive the opening kickoff of the second half, although it felt like they did on the first half with Drew Davis's little pooch kickoff that Jackson Allen recovered, and we scored shortly thereafter. Fair catch by Wolford. That's what they should have done on the opening play. Surprised he did it there, though, because he had 10, 15 yards to gain.
Well, once again, I got a problem with the return, special teams coaching or whatever it is. You don't back up on the ball's over my head. The back guy has to come up and catch it. You are a blocker at that point.
Right.
And you want the back guy to catch the ball, do you not? Well,
Yep.
once you start backing up on a ball like that, then we got problems because it's hitting off your shoulder pad or helmet, hands or whatever. And
It's a lot easier
boy,
to come up on the ball than it is to go back on
sure
it.
is, and the formation itself, I'm telling you, I don't like their return at all.
Twins far side to Bertram's left. Split backs behind him. Quick pass. Nice play.
Sure it is.
Gain of about 8.
Like I said earlier, there's no quitting these Spartans. They're making plays. They want to move the ball and score.
Bertram to Wolford. Gain of 8, bring up 2nd and 2 with 1:53 to go. 2018 Richmond High School homecoming. After the game, immediately after, Pyro Joe's Fireworks will be doing a firework show.
They do a great job with that. I was really impressed by that.
Yeah, absolutely.
The good old days fireworks that they had were amazing, just amazing.
T formation behind Bertram. Number 65. No, that wasn't
Quick
65.
hitch, yeah.
Quick hits. Keeping the clock going now. They got to stop it with, after the first down, gain of about 6, bring up 1st and 10 at about the 34-yard line. Imlay City again, you know, they haven't sustained anything, but been able to move the ball a little bit here or there with some nice plays. Pyro Joe's presented by MRRT Display LLC.
This might be a pass play here. They're Twins to big field, and they're strong backs. This could be a rollout our way.
Bertram under center, quick pass, catch by Wolford, played well by Boyd.
Very good play defensively. If they get the block, you know, hey, they got a chance. But that was blown up by Richmond backer.
Maybe 1 on the play, bring up 2nd and 9
Yeah,
from
and
the 35.
Didn't stop the clock. That was not a good play for them. And they're in true wing tee this time.
Bertram back. I never understood that, running that 3 receiver short. You're on the short into the short side of the field. I realize he's a right-hand quarterback, but you don't have a lot of room right here, and you're in front of the Blue Devil bench.
Sure, you're going to flood the zone, and there's not a whole lot of zone over here, okay? I agree with you there. I'm tight end dragging, or I'm doing something backside and trying to get you looking one way and go the other.
Well, see if that's what they tried to set up, because I never understood that. They just like running the jet sweep. You see so many teams running that jet sweep into the short side.
Right. Their 8th grade team was running double flank or jet sweep with 2 tight ends. That was kind of their offense.
Yes, they were.
Yesterday, and I thought we were going to see a whole bunch of that today, and we haven't seen one.
Double tight T formation behind Bertram. Option.
That's a dead play. Oh, nice play by our outside corner, and of course, ball was on a stunt that time. Wesley Peters came up and made a big stick, and it was cleaned up from the backside.
Wesley Peters, just a freshman. Coker calling timeout here, 4th and 1. Going to make Imlay City punt.
Wesley's at outside backer there, and then Andrew's kind of shaking something off there. I don't know.
But yeah, just a freshman. Wesley Peters has many good years ahead of him. Yeah, on the freshman or JV team, he's a man among boys. He looks about the right size now here, but he's just a freshman.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to do a Sparky Anderson, how he did Kirk Gibson, and he compared him to Mantle. This kid here is he's going to be an All-American for us.
You know, I'm glad
he may not be a 4-timer like Devin Skaska was in wrestling, but he's going to be the football equivalent because he's playing better than any freshman I've seen here, and that goes all the way back to the Peter Kowski boy. who was a 4-year starter for Richmond.
Well, you know,
yeah,
I agree with you, but I'm going to throw Luke Davis onto that list.
Oh, my
who's
God.
just a sophomore in front of him.
I was looking at a man the other day. That's not a sophomore. I was looking at an animal yesterday. He had his helmet off, and I had to try to figure out who it was. I go, I don't know that boy.
And
I do.
he's just a sophomore. He was up last year as a freshman,
Yes.
playing well.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear a lot of Davis and Peters over the next 3 years.
They're back in tight punt. They have to punt the ball. I know it's 33 seconds. You can't go for it.
No, you have to punt.
It's a knuckleball snap. He gets it away though.
See, LeDuc gets it. Still on his feet. Taken down at about the 50. 23 seconds to go. So you have 1 or 2 plays if you're the Blue Devils, with Shorman dropping back and maybe throwing a couple fade routes either to his brother Zach or to Drew Davis. Or he takes a knee. I'm not sure what he'll choose to do here. He called timeout for a reason. I don't know if it was to work on punt return or what he needed here.
They really wanted to make sure everybody was set. And hey, guys, let's get the snap off. Let's get this thing booted away.
Coker called that timeout, though, didn't he?
Yeah, here we were in spread.
You got twins left and twins right.
To stop the clock. Yeah.
Inside handoff to Montanari. He slips. 18 seconds to go to about the 40-yard line. They're going to have to hurry here. I don't know why they're running the huddle. It's not going to have time.
They're going off the play cards on the forearm for this one, so it was a quick huddle. And you got to snap the ball on the whistle.
Line's getting down, getting set. Shorman, nice snap. Takes a step back. He's got his man over the middle. Incomplete. Tended to Jackson Allen. Be interested to see throws this fade up to Zach Shorman down this near side. Your left, quarterback's left. And he's got Drew Davis up the top.
Sure, during the missile line. You better back up. They're almost looking like a double invert here. Let him throw it short. It doesn't matter.
Touchdown.
Just don't let him do that.
Perfect pass. Drew Davis from Shorman. Just threw it up there. Nice pass. Threw it to the spot. Drew Davis quick enough to get there. Perfect timing. Making it Blue Devils 34, Spartans 0, with 0-0-0 on the clock. Extra point pending.
Yeah.
Start of this.
They'll have a untimed down here, and they'll get their chance to kick it, or they can fake kick it and go for 2.
Barton back in there. Wonder what the issue was. One-step kick. It is up and good. Making it 35 for the Blue Devils. Nothing for Imlay City. We will have a running clock to start the second half after the kickoff. Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, camera and producer. Tonight, Aaron Yarnboon and Katie Holk on camera, up in the elements, doing a great job. Check us out on YouTube, Richmond TV.
Oh, you did?
We will be back after this.
Alrighty.
Don't eat it all. They're back there. Gotta put some little 2 little ones.
At this time, we would like to announce your 2018 homecoming court. Freshman, Alyssa Sweeney. Alyssa is being escorted by Nanette Lalonde and Derek Lalonde and Mike Sweeney. Alyssa enjoys volleyball, soccer, basketball, and boating. After high school, she hopes to attend Saginaw Valley State University to study dermatology. Alyssa Sweeney. Brock Rigg. Brock is being escorted tonight by Jen Rigg, Eric Erler, and Scott Rigg. He enjoys snowboarding, hunting, fishing, baseball, and cross country. After high school, he hopes to play baseball at Washington State University. Brock Rigg. Sophomore, Shay Van Scooter. Shay is being escorted tonight by her mother, Lisa Van Scooter. And her father. Shay enjoys playing softball and volleyball and playing with dogs. After high school, she hopes to play college softball and study physical therapy somewhere in the South. Shay Van Scooter. Carson Gray. Carson is being escorted by his parents, Dan and Allison Gray. Carson enjoys playing baseball, basketball, and football. After high school, he plans on attending Michigan State University to study psychology. Carson Gray. Junior Amanda Brown is being escorted tonight by Kelly and Dave Brown. She enjoys playing volleyball, running track, and hanging out with her friends. After high school, she plans on attending Grand Valley State University for dermatology. Amanda Brown. Cole Bishevsky. Tonight, Cole is being escorted by Steve Bishevsky, Nancy Garrison, and Anna Gaspachevsky. Cole enjoys football, making pizzas, and hanging with his girl Amanda. After high school, he plans on going to trade school. Cole Bishevsky. Senior court. Senior Brianna Sharp. Brianna is being escorted tonight by her parents, Bill and Tammy Sharp. She enjoys playing tennis, powder puff, hanging out with friends, and dancing with her dance class. After high school, she plans on attending Oakland University to study elementary education. Brianna Sharp. Aiden Collins. Aiden is being escorted by his parents, Lisa and Dean Collins. He enjoys playing football and hanging out with his friends. After high school, he hopes to attend Western Michigan University for aerospace engineering. Aiden Collins. Senior Caitlin Nowak is being escorted by her parents, Kathy and Todd Nowak. Caitlin enjoys golfing, shopping, and boating. After high school, she plans on going to Saginaw Valley State University to study nursing. Caitlin Nowak.
Marcel Fenwick. Marcel is being escorted by his parents, Stephanie and Craig Fenwick. He enjoys tennis, baseball, and Fortnite, and hanging out with friends. After high school, he plans on attending trade school. Marcel Fenwick.
Senior Julia Hildreth. She's being escorted tonight by Jennifer Hildreth and Tom Nutt. Julia enjoys playing soccer, hanging out with her friends, and playing with dogs. After high school, Julia hopes to attend Central Michigan University. Julia Hildreth.
Andrew Ball. Andrew is being escorted by his parents, Matt Ball and Lauren. Andrew plays football, baseball, and likes hanging out with his cool brother, Jake. After graduating, he plans on attending college to study medicine. Andrew Ball.
Our little king and queen, Ava Dixon. Ava is in kindergarten. She loves playing with her 3 dogs, singing, dancing, drawing, and driving her sister crazy. Ava Dixon. Our little king is Adam Moskwa. Adam is in 1st grade. He is the youngest of 4 with a giant spirit. Adam loves sharing his bright smiles and is always willing to lend a helping hand. Adam Moskwa. Also this evening with us we have last year's king, Austin DeBuck. Austin is currently attending Macomb Community College and playing baseball. He plans on transferring to Wayne State to study physical therapy. And Miss Autumn Warren has joined him to assist in the crowning of this year's King and Queen. Thank you, Autumn. At this time, we would like to announce our 2018 Homecoming King and Queen.
The 2018 Homecoming King is Marcel Fenwick.
And your 2018 Homecoming Queen is Brianna Sharp. Congratulations.
go.
Imlay City to kick off to start the second half. End over end kick. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and it does. This second half, Blue Devils are up 35-0. Will be a running clock.
Sure will.
And it only stops if there is a timeout, an injury, a penalty, or a score. Tips, a timeout, injury, penalty, or score. So the Blue Devils take the ball at the 35.
I'm like you. This won't take long.
No, it's going to be running clock. It's all Blue Devils the first half. Some sloppy time there. Jacob Ball's coming out. Looks like he's going to get some quarterbacking duty in.
Okay.
That's good. That's good to see.
Right. And Imlay,
Coach Coker's very, very good at not blowing teams out and running it up. He's a class act. Inside handoff. Jacob Ball, just a sophomore. Older brother Andrew having a nice game tonight. 2nd and 5 from the 40. Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, producer on camera tonight, Aaron Yarnboon and Katie Hulk. Check us out on Richmond TV YouTube channel. We have Twins near side, offset eye behind ball, inside handoff, gain of about 2.5. Be 3rd and a short 3, long 2.
Played pretty well. Of course, that is a trapping team, so they ought to be able to stop that play, fullback trap. None. Oh, I see where he was checking in the play from the sideline. And coach, it looks like all subs in there. They got all the backups are in the game right now. And
offset eye, Twins far side. Ball gives that ISO play. He's going to be stopped by that Imlay City defense. It's going to be 4th.
Close.
And about a half a yard. Definitely going through the whistle there. So what do you do here, Coach?
They're not punting it. These guys probably never practice punt unless they're doing scout team punt. This will be
quarterback sneak.
I don't believe so.
Oh, look at that spot where he was with where they ended up putting. He was about a foot from the line.
I think this should just be your regular tailback play.
Twins near side.
Splits are real tight. They're stunting up the middle.
He has it. Gain. He has it and more. Number 12. Gain of about 12 yards.
The handoff gets it up over the 50-yard line, down close to the 46 before he's brought down by a host of Spartans led by number 4, Lance Wolford. That'd be enough for a Blue Devil first down.
Blue Devils first down on the 45 of Imlay City. Coach Coker's quarterbacks need to be in shape. They get the ball.
Yeah, they do.
Or they run from not sideline to sideline, but running those plays in. Again, Twins near side offset eye. That ISO play. Handed to number 12 again.
It's Austin Kilburn.
Austin Kilburn?
Yeah, he's up from the JV team. Getting some reps at tailback.
I played quarterback. My tight ends, we had 3 really good tight ends, and our coach always ran in the play with our tight ends.
Well, if you have tight ends to spare, I guess you can do that.
Yeah.
Evidently, Imlay City doesn't.
No, not if they're putting 65 out there to catch. Kilborn running
might
here.
have got away with one there.
taken down by number 4. Again, we talked about him earlier. Number 4, just a freshman. Lance Wolford, younger brother of Lonnie.
Well, there's a group of I think 3 siblings there. There's on the 8th grade team.
Yeah, Rojas.
They're twins, but these guys are, and you like to see that because the more brother pairs, combinations you have on a team, the more competitive your team's going to be, and they get after it.
They're stunting A and C gaps here. Gramzo. I think that's Gramzo.
Good hard carry, yeah.
Yep. Number 24, gain of probably 4, bring up 4th and 6. Looks like they're going to come punt.
You know, I didn't recognize him today at the pep assembly. He's got taller. And,
filled out.
Sure, he runs really well. He runs track. He's a great kid. And I was recalling how he played right guard for me. He was a good guard, too, but I had other kids that had to play running back at the time in 8th grade.
Jacob ball to punt. Nice snap. High spiral, nice kick. Blue Devils
down this one.
Get down there
He
and
didn't
down
get
it,
to it in
and it
time.
gets into the end zone. So you were talking about brother combinations, and it's good to go and, you get that competitive spirit, and I'm sure Hamlin there, down
I
there.
tried to knock his head off. And little brother recalled the time when we got at the wedding, we scrimmaged the JV, and he recalled me running into him, stepping on his chest as I ran down the field in a play from practice, and he could hear me giggling the whole way, laughing all the way down the field. So
Twins near side.
those JVs needed to be humbled at that time, as I recall.
2 backs behind Bertram.
Fullback.
They had a little success with that the first half.
Sure.
Rojas, just a freshman. He's had a nice game. So at the dinner table that night, was he complaining to mom and dad about getting picked on and?
No, he'd complained his whole life. We'd already heard all his complaints. So, but yeah, it was a great time.
Twins go far side. Bertram under center. 2nd and 6 from the 25. Little delayed handoff to 6.
Broke
It cuts
the
it
tackle.
back.
He's gone.
Nice.
He sure did. He's gonna win the foot race here.
Rojas, just a freshman. That's an illegal block in the back.
Oh,
at the end
unnecessary.
of the
Yes.
play.
Just take a knee. Jimmy Johnson down in Miami. Just take a knee. Take a knee. I remember him screaming.
Illegal block in the back
Well, they'll have a first down and
at the 4-yard line.
right. They'll get a fresh series.
Unbelievable.
That was kind of a strange play because the lineman actually missed his block, but he stayed, kept his feet moving, and the running back was able to break the ankle tackle, and then there was lots of room. You can't over-pursue. So that negates the touchdown. They still got, they're inside the 20 red zone.
At
So.
about the 15-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that block was behind the runner, behind the play. Absolutely no.
Right.
That's like the officials are starting to call it. But, they always used to say you better keep your head up and head on a swivel when you're running behind the play. And lots of times there's lots of just wicked hits because you're not paying attention.
Right.
They're starting to flag those for unnecessary roughness.
Sure. Yeah, they should. That's not necessary.
It's not necessary. And one of the worst ones I've ever seen was what's-his-face? Warren Sapp against the Green Bay Packer offensive lineman.
Right.
Just cheap shot.
How about a cheap shot on a quarterback one that time, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Bertram under center, handoff, off tackle.
He bounces it. He's going to get in. Nice at the 4, I believe.
It's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, just a straight fullback power.
And I think it is a first down. First and goal, it is good for a first down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who steps it up here on defense and is intent on keeping them out of the end zone. Keep that 0.
Try to
on the
preserve
scoreboard.
that shutout.
Exactly. He leans forward for the touch, I believe.
They did call it touchdown. Well, that'll stop the running clock.
Yeah, and a score, sure.
So that makes it Blue Devils 35, Imlay City 6. Extra point pending. Bleachers are thinning out on this 2018 homecoming. It was a nice crowd earlier, but that rain is still coming down and the temperature is dropping.
It's a quick
2-point conversion, they got it.
Quick screen.
Blue Devils 35, Imlay City 8. That screen there, and I don't know why they never call it, but you know when they have the twin set there, and the first guy blocks and the second guy comes in behind him on that screen pass. If the
Bubble,
first,
right.
yeah, that little bubble, but if the first guy is engaged in blocking while the ball is in the air, it's legal.
The ball's been released. Yeah.
But if the ball's in the quarterback's hands, it's pass interference.
Well, again, this is high school. This isn't college or pro. So is it a pick? Is it not a pick play? He's a blocker before he's a receiver. And who's engaging who? Is it the D-back or is it the receiver? They might be lining up here for an onside kick.
That play probably cost Alabama a national championship against Clemson a few years ago.
These kids, they don't score that often, so their kickoff unit didn't exactly know where to line up just now. They were 5 yards on the line.
Imlay City to kick.
Oh, he shanked it. This is going to go out of bounds at the 30. So Richmond will set up shop at the 35. Here's some scores out and about. Marine City's up over Marysville 30-7. St. Clair is up 35-7 in their game. And those are two teams that are playoff bound, it looks like.
Now Marysville,
still not a chance.
How did
Marysville's now I know they dropped off fast, didn't they?
How did they do after they started off against us?
Well, I had heard, I don't know if this is true, that their quarterback got injured during our game, and or maybe the game after, and he hasn't played since. So that's what's hurt that program there. You know how critical it is to have somebody good taking snap. So that was the story there. And they just ran a little bit of a
number 8 Matt LeDuc on a toss sweep.
A Mike linebacker at B, but he misread it. If he would have just continued on his stunt and he would have been in the backfield, had a better chance to make the play. But as a result, 9-yard gain.
Yeah, Marysville's another one of those programs that, since their early dominance, and, people are programs, Walt Braun, Vina did a nice job replacing him, had some successful teams. Never the success that Walt had, but it's another one of those programs that hasn't been able to get it together.
Right. Well, Coach Kaz has been there a long time. He's a good coach. They're very capable, but I don't know how to describe his offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still a pretty good-sized team, and they like to pound the rock. They came out against us, and then Shirley did that very thing. They were in a power eye a lot, and offset backfield, and just running plain, just basic handoff, running power plays. That was all it was, and they got a little bit lucky there too. But the key there was their defense. They shut our offense down, and if we played them again, I know we would blow that team out. I'm certain of it. Yeah,
I think
it's
so,
like
too.
North Branch. They had no business on the field with us. But if it's dry, no rain, dry field with us healthy, we blow that team out.
Kilborn takes it off the pitch to the right side. After previous play, gained about 20 yards. This play, he gets about 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Minute and 43 to go. Third quarter, Blue Devils 35, Imlay City 8. Playoff spot on the line for the Blue Devils. Staying in that playoff hunt. One more win away from, if they win this one and hold on, one more win away from a guaranteed playoff spot. If they don't beat Ovid Elsie next week and they're 5-4, then they got to sit and wait and see if they're going to make it. Pitch to LeDuc. He's coming near side, trying to get there. Got the corner.
Yeah, poorly played by their end.
21 hits him out of bounds. We almost had an illegal block in the back away from the play again behind it.
You know, get your fanny downfield. Get cross field, okay, and set up some kind of a cutback alley. What do you have in? You have no business in there. And sometimes, you know, them linemen get a little bit lazy. And the ball's just like they won't even make the effort. You know, if I'm backside, I still got to make my responsibility. I got my work to do.
Ball inside hands off to Gramzo.
Can't stop moving your feet ever in this game.
No,
You can't
sure
stop.
can't. You know who one of the best was, and you're going to say I'm biased.
You are.
Walter Payton.
Gee, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
He kept those legs just a churning. And then they always show that one highlight over and over and over against Kansas City. But Earl Campbell,
Sure.
good one there. The best one was when he played the Rams and they ripped his jersey off.
That was great stuff. It's good to watch those old highlights.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to show the kids, too. High school players.
Yep.
They understand what it's about.
Nice cut back there by LeDuc. Gains about 9-10 yards. Good for the Blue Devil first down. So the Blue Devils knocking on the door, marching. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. Blue Devils 35, Imlay City 8. Once they wind it here, the Blue Devils don't have to snap it. The first snap will be into the fourth quarter. Looking like the Blue Devils are headed to 5-3. Trying to go to that next level next week when they play Ovid Elsie. Ovid Elsie comes in with, we're thinking, 6-2, looking to go hopefully for them 7-2 for the playoffs, possibly hosting in a first round game.
Yeah, we won't be hosting.
No. If we get in at 6-3, well, we'd get in at 6-3, but get in at 5-4. You know, you might see Elmont again. It depends on the divisions.
Sure.
It also depends on how many 5-4 teams get in, right?
Sure. I haven't been looking at it, and it's kind of tough to figure.
I remember when they started that 5-4 stuff, and this was the last year of Farmington Hills Harrison football. But I remember they got in the very first year. There was a 5-4 team, or teams making it in. 5-4, and they ran the table.
They did. They went all the way to the final, state final, and won it.
Yep, very good team. You know, their losses were against schools that were twice, not twice
Great
their
teams,
size,
yeah.
but
It's just, you can't say it cannot be done, because they showed that it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been other teams since then. I can't tell you offhand.
Very well coached. I think, was it DePorus? Got in at 5-4 one time and won it.
Yeah, I think they might have.
'Cause they play
had
in,
3 losses in 1 year and they won it. Sure, they play in that. They got to play the upper Catholic school.
Yep.
Back in the day, they had to play the Orchard Lake St. Mary's and the Catholic Centrals of the world.
Jacob Ball, hands off, almost lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Kilborn did a nice job getting that ball back. Bring up 2nd and 10, 2nd and 9. They give him one on the carry. It's always nice to win your homecoming game. Big dance tomorrow night. The kids are excited about. Offset eye behind ball. Toss sweep.
Oh, boy.
Kilborn lowering his shoulder. Gain of maybe 3. Bring up 3rd and probably a long 6. I know homecoming from when I coached. You know, when you played, you liked it. But from when I coached, and I know when you coached, coaches hate it. So many distractions, especially if it's a big game. You know, the bonfire and the powder puff and the dance on, you know, Saturday night and all that stuff. It's great for the kids, but, you know, coaches want you thinking football. 10 and 42.
Exactly. Your place is at home. Practice is over, you're done.
Yep.
You go home, you get your homework done. All that other stuff is kind of fun for the student body and everyone. Roll out. Nice shot.
Nice shot, nice pass on the run.
Yeah, it was.
Number 81.
Tell the kids that is verboten. You do not go to bonfires and things like that. It's kind of fun to get student coaches out there. The kids are coaching the powder puff kids and all that's kind of fun. But that does not take precedent. That's the most important thing is the game itself, and you got to take care of business. And yeah, as a coach, I absolutely hate some of the stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
During the day and then the evening.
So Jacob Ball got out there, and it looked like it was a busted play, but got out there and threw a rope off the run. That was a nice throw. Here's
another nice throw.
Inside slant, another drop. I don't know. Nice pass, put it right where you're supposed to, a skinny post there. Nice throw, 2 nice throws there by Jacob Ball. 10 and 24 to go, 4th quarter. Imlay City take over on downs on their own 14. Last drive, they marched the length of the field and scored and got the 2-point. So you've said it time and time again, Imlay City's young. They got most of these kids coming back. Quite a couple freshmen contributing, and this is about drive. This is about execution. It's about building for tomorrow.
Exactly. And getting after it. Hey, you still got a lot of time. Let's have a good time, play football. You're playing for pride, like we said earlier. And hey, let's make another score. Maybe be positive and keep coaching them.
Gain of about 6, bringing up 2nd and 4. Keith Bartels, Coach Ham, Jason Robbins bringing you Richmond Varsity Football Homecoming 2018. On camera, Aaron Yarnboon and Katie Holk. Check us out on Richmond TV, YouTube. Off tackle ISO play.
Sure. Lots of room to run. Come on, fellas.
Good for a first down there. Number 23, Kyle Cullen, a senior.
Right. You know you're playing linebacker and you got 2 backs coming at you. You got full flow coming at you. Come and meet it.
Yep.
Step up and meet it.
Yep, you got to take on that first blocker because if you whiff on them, That opens up further down the field for bigger gains. 1st and 10, Imlay. Ball on the 29. Twins near side.
He's running the fullback thing the other way this time. And we had the guard move too early. Yeah, they didn't blow it.
15, Jacob Ball on the tackle. Short gain on the play.
Yeah, the left guard really jumped, and they didn't blow it. They just let the play go.
Bertram. 8 and 35. Imlay not in a hurry.
No, I've noticed they spent a lot of time in their stance. So I don't know if the quarterback has been making any checks at the line or not, but they seem to spend an awful lot of time, and it could be just he's letting the linemen call out their blocks.
Double tight T formation.
Sure.
Rojas gain about 6. It's going to be 3rd and 1 from their own 39.
Fullback belly. Just keep running it. If the plays work, keep running them. I remember just seeing that play alone for Monroe Jefferson in the state final game. They got in a wing right formation the entire game, wing right, and they ran 3 plays.
And they couldn't stop it.
No one could stop it. Marine City tried beating them the week earlier. Couldn't stop them. And
I think they caught your guard on that one, Coach.
Sure.
And that just kills you. It's 3rd and 1.
Yeah. He's anxious to go make his assignment.
Yeah.
Son, I appreciate that, great effort, everything else, but hey, you gotta stay in a stance.
It was good to see. What was it, Jerry Kramer making the Hall of Fame this year?
Yeah.
Guard for the Packers.
Yes. He actually used to come in our market. We owned a market up in Fenton, and he'd stop in there from time to time. He was a pretty good guy. Still tough as nails.
Yes.
Good customer. My brother's market. I never got to meet him, but from what everybody was saying about him, and I don't know where he lived up there, but somewhere over in that area, I believe. Maybe it was Lake Fenton or Linden or one of those towns, Holly. I'm not sure exactly where his Michigan home was. But he was a tough character, I tell you. All those guys on that team.
Oh, they were.
I told you that story about my little brother meeting Ray Nitschke at the airport in Wisconsin. That's a great story. And the man was scary, just scary to look at. Talk about a tough guy. Uh-oh, blocked punt.
Blue Devils block it. He kicks the ball out of bounds. Number 2,
Richmond's
Wolford. Richmond will take over on the 14-yard line. Yeah, those kids, back in the day, they're just tough kids. I mean, adult football players, but they're good guys. I mean, they just soon hit you. Oh no, Howie Long says it best. And it's one of my favorite, the original Crunch Course.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've seen it. You probably have it.
Yeah, VHS format.
Yeah,
sure.
I have it too. And Howie Long would say, you step on that field and you click that switch. And he goes, my buddy called it Howie time, and
that's right.
Offset eye, inside handoff, Gramzo up the middle. Nice block in, follows his blockers well. He takes it down to about the 4-yard line, gain of about 11, good for a first down. But the thing I liked about that Crunch Course was they showed the unsung heroes of the gunners on kick, punt, kick
right.
return. the defensive team that their job was to break up the wall. Talk about sacrificing your body to break up that wedge or the wall of 4 or 5 guys.
Well, great penetration there, but he didn't make the play.
They
Touchdown,
call
Richmond.
it kamikazes. Touchdown. That was number 8, Matt Leduc.
Yeah, we called him something different, but Coach Noose, every coach has got his own terminology for that.
Right.
Wedge breakers or whatever.
Gunners or kamikazes. So 5:51 to go. Blue Devils 41, Imlay City 8.
Richmond's going for 2 here. The kicker's not going on.
Setting up here, flanker left, flanker right. Single back behind Jacob Ball.
This is going to be a toss to Leduc. No, it's a quick slant.
Post corner.
Had a little bit of interference there, I think. Yeah.
Seguins. Yeah, post corner, a lot of contact past that 5-yard mark, but 5:51 to go. Blue Devils looking to go.
And of course, that wasn't. We're not trying to pile on the score or anything like that. It was you make the 2-point conversion,
get the clock going,
and get the clock going again. The 35-point differential, and so I'm sure that's what Coach was thinking there. He's not trying to continue by running the score up in any way. He's not that kind of a person.
Well, no, start of the second half, the whole second half, he's full substituted. So
the entire half. Yeah.
Yep. And it was 35-0 at halftime. And that's our first score of the second half, and he's definitely not trying to run it up or do any of that. You're absolutely right. That was keep the clock going. Let's get out of here. It's rainy. It's cold. It's wet. We want to.
See, now 23's backing up again. That 23 needs to come up 15 yards and fill that hole.
Yeah, and the guy,
I just don't see it.
Is 2 back there, Wolford, who's standing on the 5-yard line. He should be up at about the 14.
Well, he caught the ball, so he made me a liar. And he makes a nice return.
Knocked out of bounds finally by 2, Drew Davis, who did kick the ball. So he's run out of bounds at about the 44.
Well, this is going to be a nice win for the Blue Devils, and it's an expected win, right? And just get your job done, do everything right, don't make any mistakes, win the game, and get healthy. And we're looking at film right away. Get ready for this Ovidelsi team.
Flag on the play. 12 men on the field against Imlay City. First and 15.
Well, the slot and the split end are having a little conversation there. They might have a play, a pass play called here for the 2, and they're just trying to get on the same page. The fullback belly again, weak sign. Exactly. Just base plays. You don't want to throw the ball here.
No.
If you're Imlay City, run the football and run it well.
Yep, keep practicing.
Build on what you're doing. You've got to get ready for next year. And, let these seniors, I mean, they've had a lousy season. I've been there before. I know what it feels like as a player, and you want to win your senior year and everything, but just wasn't meant to be. But you got to show good character. You got to keep playing hard. That's what they were talking about earlier. It's a quick bubble.
Yeah, Wolford catches it on that bubble. Gain of about 8 yards. It's going to bring up third in about 6.
They can convert this. They can do this running the ball. And again, the objective, let's get first downs, get the ball past the 50-yard line. But and then, again, run your offense.
Yep. Because you're not going to win the game. Get as many reps as you can here. Take your time. Set it up. 4 and 16 to go.
Son, you can't stand around in this game.
Nice running there by 23. Killing.
Yeah, but 77 was right in his way.
Yeah.
He actually ran into 77 and had no place to go after that. It's like you take one step and you stop. No, you're a blocker. You're the right tackle. Get out of your stance and get after somebody.
28, Elijah Wader on the tackle there. 4th and about 2 for the Spartans. Definitely 4-down territory here with 3 and 33 to go.
Well, God love him. He's playing his second to last football game, you know.
Yep.
And you never get a chance to do this ever again in your life. Straight dive. Now see.
That's good for a first down.
Yep. Find the natural hole, keep your legs churning, get the first down. And we're doing a little bit of catching on defense, too. I don't like to see that. It's like you should be stepping into somebody, putting a shoulder into someone instead of this, this thing.
Nice little drive here by the Spartans.
Sure. Well, they may use up the entire clock, and, who knows? You're running a lot of twins the second half. A lot of twin formation. There's your screen again.
Nice hit.
Oh, you're not kidding, that was. He seated him. He planted him right on his
26?
behind. Yes, sir.
Ryan Griffith hit Wolford out of bounds there after a gain of about 7, bring up 2nd and 3. Bertrand and Wolford with that little bubble screen working a couple times on this drive.
Play comes in. And those are not plays that are foreign. We do the same thing on our offense. Our kids have seen those in defense and scout team. They run those. Now this is a little bit wider split here. This could be a post or a fade route. Yep, you got him. He ran him with the
again.
slot.
Yep.
Yeah, they faked the quick screen of the split end, and the slot was breaking free. They just missed. Just missed. Coach, run the ball.
Yep.
Now that's a good time to go for it. It's 2nd and short. The play selection is fine, but hey, run the football.
Well, his quarterback's underthrown those all game. I don't know if he has the arm for that. Every one of his passes, you don't know if it's because it's wet out and the ball's slippery, but he's underthrown those all night.
15-yard pass. He may not, like I said earlier in the first quarter, I don't think he's got the arm strength.
Twins near side.
Fullback trap. He broke it to the outside, and he almost made it down the sideline.
Nice hard run in there.
I don't see who made the tackle, but that was a touchdown-saving tackle there on the boundary. Well executed play.
Yep.
Just your simple fullback trap. We call it a 30. This is what we call it. We can call it a 32 and go one hole wider if we want to. But that's our terminology and numbering system. And, you call it anything you want to. Fullback trap right. This will be the belly here. Oh, I'll be darned.
Screen. He goes out of bounds with 1:54 to go. Fall weather here, drizzle and rain and temperature dropping.
And there's another thing I read about this team from Imlay City. I guess their coach had got hired, and then he had to quit for whatever reason. And they were scrambling to find a coach. So
For this team here?
Yes, Brian Tresnick, who had previously coached and at Brown City and Dryden and that, and is a wing T guy, and he says, "Well, guys, this is what we got to do. This is all I know." And I believe he's an assistant principal somewhere. So he decided to come out of administration and do the coaching gig, because the kids, they got to have somebody, and you got to have a good coach. And this guy is doing some nice stuff.
Yeah, you know, for Imlay City's sake, you'd like to see longevity. You'd like to see him stay on it, some consistency. I mean, that's the only way you're going to keep good programs going. And I don't care what the program, you know, you need consistency and longevity.
Well, we said earlier, the turnover at head coach is just killing this program. And even though they're going to most likely end up 0-9, they haven't done that bad of a job. They've played well against us. But they do need to concentrate on some of the little things and do them better. I mean, they don't have a long snapper. We got to find somebody who can do that skill. We got to work it. I believe, and I've told you this before, I believe I can teach any kid how to short and long snap a football. It's something that's a lost art. Everybody back in the 30s, 40s, they all knew how to do it. You had a football, the kids want to do everything that the pros, college and pros were doing, and you spent hours. You
can get a
not behind a computer screen, but out playing with your buddies with a football and having a good time. You know,
can get a college scholarship being a long snapper.
You can get a Super Bowl ring being a long snapper. We told you about that one.
Yep, and get one of those college, or not college, but get one of those college education, college scholarship, and then get on an NFL team and get that time out here in Imlay City.
Well, that's nice.
And get that pension.
Because you can finish your story.
Yeah, I can finish my story, but you're not getting those. Those guys are specialists, and every pro football team needs one.
Well, the LA Rams, this guy was working as a lawyer or accountant or something, and they were scrambling to find a long snapper, and this is a true story. And Robinson over there at LA Rams, he says, "We're going to be in the Super Bowl."
Robinson, yeah.
We need a guy to long snap. He says, "I know just the guy. I don't know what he's doing now for a living, I think." And they called him up and they brought him in. Of course, their quarterback became a star overnight. He was bagging groceries that summer. He didn't even have a job. And then, they bring him into camp, and, I'm talking about Kurt Warner. And,
but I thought you were talking about Robinson's team there.
Right.
Wasn't that Pat Hayden was his quarterback?
That was much sooner than
80s.
But,
79.
So here's a long snapper that says, "Hey, I'm going to win a Super Bowl ring. I'm going to get some Super Bowl money. And all I got to do is snap the ball."
Yep.
It's great stuff. It's a great story. Both that and the Warner story, I can't tell you the name of the lineman. But, it's just something that never goes away. You got skill or you don't have skill. You pick up a skill.
Yep, I agree. You pick up a skill instead of being on a couch playing PlayStation.
Sure. Straight halfback dive, and he's almost, he's at the 3. He was almost in the end zone there. If not for, we got some bad stuff going on there. Guys, close your mouth. Get back in the huddle.
Timeout here. We got 19 seconds to go. It's going to be 4th.
Who called time?
Imlay City.
No kidding.
They want to punch one in here.
I don't blame them.
Yep. 4th and about 3 from the 4. They can get a first down inside the 1.
Well, what do you think they're running?
That
number 6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, producer. Tonight, Aaron Yarnwoon and Katie Holk doing an excellent job out there in the elements on the roof here in the press box. We'll be back next Friday night talking about the Blue Devils coming in at 5-3, needing a victory for a guaranteed playoff spot. And Ovid Elsie will be looking to win so that they might be able to host one at 7-2.
And this is going to be a fullback left. They're blasting the ball left.
And there it is.
His knee was down, I believe. I
See-
don't think he got in.
See what's going to happen here. They are calling time. I thought looked like there might have been a face mask in there.
He had enough for the first down, but I think his knee was down. He didn't get in the end zone. So they might get one more crack at it.
First and goal, Imlay City calling their final timeout.
No, just, you know what? They did call a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think they had any left.
Yeah.
That is their third.
Third and final timeout with 11 seconds. And the Blue Devil faithful are a little anxious here with up 41-8 and the cold and the rain, and you feel bad for Pyro Joe's in the fireworks, but it's going to be a sparse crowd tonight for
The
that.
show must go on. Plus, I
Yes.
can drive home and still see the fireworks.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to miss it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, what do you run here? They really wide.
Same play.
Yeah, same thing. You got a split end and a slot, and they're way over on the other side of the hash mark. And ball's on the left hash. And that's the play you're probably going to see here.
11 seconds. If he scores, we will have a kickoff. If he doesn't score, we will.
I think they'll go
Game
for
will
two.
be over.
I think they'll go for two again.
Could be a quarterback sneak.
Our backers are playing for the sneak.
He's rolling.
He's wide open.
Wide open. Nobody close to him. Touchdown, Imlay City.
Right?
6 seconds to go. So we are a kickoff and a kneel down by the quarterback away from finishing this one, putting it officially into the books. If victory formation, unless the Blue Devils can run off 6 seconds on the kickoff. And, you know,
They're sure to do that unless they squib it or onside kick.
even then you just touch it and keep handing it off and keep throwing
Sure.
it back, run that time off. But you certainly can't blame Imlay City. You know, they're building for a program for next year, and they're young. Twins near side. Bertrand takes the snap inside, dive, handoff. He got in. Rojas, number 9. Remember that name. He's just a freshman.
I'll give them credit. You know, they didn't give up. They kept playing. They did what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Right?
Makes it 41-16, 6 seconds to go. Or I'm sorry, 6 seconds to go from a kneel down.
I know what it's like when you're a freshman up on a varsity team. And of course, I went to a Class AA school, but I had no business up there. I wasn't quite ready to play at that level as a freshman. And boy, with what you're seeing nowadays, there's more and more of it because the numbers are shrinking in Michigan.
Yes,
high
they
school
are.
football. And
Well, you got a lot of families leaving the state.
right. Still. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got kids, unfortunately, moving away from sports to be, you know, too many video games and sitting on the couch and.
So many kids walk in the halls who should be playing
Yep.
something. They're not necessarily football. They should be doing
They
something.
need to be. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's a wonderful kick. And he's doing exactly what you said. He's looking for an opportunity to take a knee, run the clock down. And he downs the ball.
And he downs the ball. That was Drew Davis, class act there, and
Great stuff.
heads up play. Blue Devils 41, Imlay City Spartans 16. Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin, Jason Robbins, Aaron Yarnboon, and Katie Holk bringing you Richmond Varsity Football 2018 homecoming. It's always nice to have a homecoming victory.
Sure is.
And this sets up nicely for a must-win next week to be guaranteed a playoff spot for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils improved to 5-3 over to Elsie coming into town next week. They have a spectacular kicker assigned with Michigan State University who we're told can kick 50-yarders. So it'll be interesting to see what a D1 kicker looks like. One that signed his letter of intent of already.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. That's for sure. And we're going to be here, good Lord willing, and enjoy that game. And hopefully our guys can perform and get it done.
Yes, we're going to sign off. I'm Keith Bartels, Coach Hamlin. Go Blue.